Speaker, Jacqueline Stone is a mom from Manitoba, from Landmark, Manitoba. She's working two jobs, one as a bus driver and one at the grocery store, and yet she can't afford to feed her own family and lost her home because of rising interest rates. She said, you find yourself going to the grocery store, grabbing what you need, then doing an audit of your cart to see what you can afford, and sometimes having to put things back. It's embarrassing, she said. Mr. Speaker, the only people that should be embarrassed are the Liberals, because after 10 years in power, this is how expensive it's become to live in Canada. The reckless deficit spending has created Canada's inflation problem. When will it end so that Canadians like Jacqueline can afford to live?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Children and Youth.
Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives opposite should listen to Canadians who are on the front lines and who are working in favour of making the school food program permanent. The Coalition for Healthy School Food called the program a generationally important decision that will change the future of Canadian society and the health and well-being of children. Children First Canada said this isn't about just food, it's about dignity, learning and equity. And the Ontario Public School Boards Association said it will strengthen student well-being and success. These are Canadians on the front lines fighting food insecurity in our communities. I would encourage us all to support the budget that will make the National School Food Program permanent. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Kildonan St. Paul.
Speaker, I don't think Liberals understand the state of Canada after 10 years of their government. Ms. Stone lost her home because mortgage rates skyrocketed as a result of rising interest rates caused by their massive Liberal deficits. She works at a grocery store and yet can't afford the food at the grocery store. In fact, over 2 million Canadians use food banks in a single month this year. 1 in 5 are employed. 1/3 are children. Mr. Speaker, is this what the Liberals envisioned after 10 years in power, that millions of Canadians would be struggling to afford food? They owe Canadians an explanation. How is this possible in Canada in 2025?
The Honourable Minister for Housing and Infrastructure.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, the hypocrisy from Conservatives is staggering. It's unbelievable to hear this kind of outrage from Conservatives who have voted against and fought against all of the affordability programs. First and foremost, housing affordability, which they've shown no support for decades. We are focused on delivering, and we're seeing results. Average rents are coming down, home prices are coming down, mortgage rates are coming down. That's affordability, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Moose Jaw Lake Centre Lanigan.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians want dignity and to be able to feed their families without relying on food banks. Under this Liberal government, they can't. Food Banks Canada reports 2.2 million visits in a single month. The food bank in Moose Jaw is helping out twice as many people as they were 2 years ago. Families don't want handouts. They want their paychecks to go further so they can buy their own groceries. When will this Prime Minister stop forcing working families into food lines and start reining in their out-of-control spending so that their parents can actually afford to feed their families?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Labour.
Speaker, the Conservatives voted no to dental care, no to the National School Food Program, no to the Canada Child Benefit, and no to a tax cut that helped 22 million Canadians. Our government brought in these measures to make life more affordable for Canadians, to help families, support workers, build a stronger Canada. But there's good news, Mr. Speaker. There's good news. On November 4th, the Conservative Party will have another chance, a chance to say yes to Canadians and yes to measures that make a real difference in people's lives. Mr. Speaker, will they stand with Canadians or will they continue to stand in the way?
Mr. Speaker. According to Moisson Quebec, over 84,000 people are supported each month by their network. This represents a 30% increase since 2022. In addition, a study by Aviseo for Quebec Food Banks shows that food insecurity is becoming entrenched and the need is here to stay. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister is asking Quebecers to make sacrifices, knowing he won't have to make any himself. Since coming to power, he's done absolutely nothing to reduce the cost of living. When will the Liberals understand that their inflationary deficits are driving up the cost of food and pushing Canadians into the food banks? The Honourable Minister of Canadian Culture and Identity. When the member asks that kind of question, I wonder whether he even read the Food Banks Canada report. And I'll quote from it. In order to improve affordability, they call on the government to boost the benefits for disabled Canadians. The Conservative Party voted against that. Implementing a national food school program, one of the Conservatives called that garbage. And also to create a national housing strategy. They said they were going to vote against that. There's a lot of hypocrisy on the other side of the House. The honourable member for Charlesbourg, Haute-Saint-Charles. Mr. Speaker, we will not be lectured by that side of the House. Here on this side of the House, we're opposed to the inflationary measures of the Liberals. Inflation is going up because of government spending. It's been out of control for 10 years. Will the Prime Minister agree to stop the inflationary spending in order to help Canadians? The Honourable Government House Leader. Of all the things that the Conservatives have said over and over again, the one that confuses me the most is inflationary spending. What is inflationary spending? Is it pensions? Is it health care? Is it spending to support young people and jobs? Is it the major projects? Which of those is inflationary spending? Once and for all, could the member clear up any doubt around what they mean by inflationary spending?